dato sempre fare.
Sun on the circuit, heat in the air, engines awaken, the challenge is there. Corners that bite, straights built for speed. This is the moment for champions to lead. Every driver locked in tight, no surrender, no good night. Through the noise, one truth remains: revolt is rising in Spain. Barcelona burns, the grandstands roar. Revolt Race and lead chasing more. Wheel to wheel, we take our claim. Spanish Grand Prix, remember the name. Fuel in the veins, sparks in the sky. Push past the limits, we'll never comply. Drafting and dashing, heartbeats collide. Glory is waiting on the other side. Every second edge of fate, victory will never wait. On the throttle, through the flame, revolt is right in the game. Barcelona burns, the grandstands roar. Revolt Race and lead chasing more. Wheel to wheel, we take our claim. Spanish Grand Prix, remember the name. From first light to the checkered flag, every rival will feel the drag. One by one, the legends fall. Revolt will answer the call. Final Barcelona burns, the future's ours. Revolt Race and lead, reaching the stars on this track. We stake our aim, Spanish Grand Prix, long live the name.
Finally, The Rock says, drivers, start your engine!
All right, folks, engine's hot, mind's clear. No drugs, no beer. And for the love of racing, keep your fucking lungs out of this. We hit the grid, lights go down. Revolt Racing are hitting the town. Tires burn like truth in the mic. Gavin, your commentator, calls it clean, calls it right. Fuel in our veins, but not that kind. No drugs, no beer, just keep your mind fucking clear. This ain't a circus, it's a serious track. No cheats, no mums, no looking back. Go full throttle, no fear in sight. No high but the speed, no wrong with the right. Grip the wheel like it's life or death. Try so hard, forget to catch breath. Revolt is a league where the rules are tight, but the racing is raw every Wednesday night. We rise, we roar, no time to stall. We race with honor or not at all. From Monza Lights to Suzuka's twist, one wrong move, you're off the list. But we ride clean, precision sharp, no backroom deals, just battle hardened hearts. Gavin's voice cuts through the noise. That's a penalty, mate, don't throw like fucking the toys. No nonsense, no fake respect. This is Revolt, what you see is what you get. It's simple, lads, no no drugs, no alcohol, and seriously, no sleeping with each other's mothers. Let's keep it civil, yeah! We go! Full throttle, no fear in sight. No high but the speed, no wrong with the right. Grip the wheel like it's life or time, so hard, forget to catch breath. Revolt the creed, the call we call. No shortcuts here, we give it our all. So raise yours, drop that gear. This is Revolt, this is our year. This is Revolt, this is our year. Play racing! Back it up! Start your engines! Start your engines! Start your fucking engine! Now, now!
Well, good evening, everybody, and thank you for tuning in on a Wednesday night. This is Revolt Racing League, and tonight we are in Spain. Looks like all my microphones are working, and we are up and running. It's good evening to Sneaky Loser. It's good evening to B Woody. That's Brody. What about you, Brody? Nice to have you back on the viewers. Hope you enjoy this race this evening in sunny Spain. Well, let's hope it's sunny anyway. Tonight is a special night. It is a short qualifying and it's a 50% race, but there is one specification that needs to be heard by all drivers, and that is everybody needs to use all three soft compound tyres. So I can only presume that the weather has been set to good weather and everybody needs to do a lap or everybody needs to use the softs, mediums and hards tonight. So quite a strategical sort of a night tonight, and the strategy is going to be very, very important. I dare say there'll be a lot of guys out there on the softs first to get them binned, and safety cars and all of that stuff. I'll go through all the details of the safety cars with you very, very shortly in the break. Yeah, last week was good. Must say, really, really good. Leon won the race by a long shot last week. He had an amazing drive, one of the best drives I've ever seen. By Leon, he won it by a long shot. Safety car at the very end, bit of panic, and then he sped on and he won the race from that situation. So a really, really solid race from Leon, and that's Basic Beetle, if you don't know his name already. So all our bits and pieces are up, and we'll just run through our drivers this evening. In the Aston Martin, we've got Mr. Twist driving the Haas. We've got Mazamak. Then we've got Ken Boy in the Alpine. Friend of mine, Ben Wally, driving the Haas this evening. On board with the Racing Bull, we have Labrat, and he is in that lovely livered Racing Bull. The league leader, Kelly Kidd, out tonight. Good to see him back tonight, and he's driving the Kick. Another good guy to have back in with us again, and brilliant to see him back on the grid, and that's Coops driving the Alpine. Then we've got Gaz C7 in the Mercedes, and he's already out on a lap at the moment, or an out lap anyway. Then we have Ribs in the Aston Martin this evening, and another friend of mine. Everybody's a friend, but Mischief is a good friend, and he's driving the Williams this evening. He had a fabulous race last week as well. Maverick is in the McLaren, in that new livered McLaren tonight, and he's in P11 on the grid there at the moment, just on the list. Then we have Leon in the Red Bull. He's out and about already too. In the Williams, we've got GoBox. Then we've got Harry. He's driving the Ferrari this evening. Good evening to Harry. Black Box is in the Racing Bull. And in the Ferrari, we've got Sheepers. And last but not least whatsoever, we have Low Pro. Where is the lad that does all your statistics? Jackal. I haven't seen Jackal in a while. I hope he's okay. On board with Gaz C7. Were you away on holidays, Brody? Were you away anywhere nice? Makes a mess of it there. He's going to have to reset. He'll hardly go. I'll bounce on to somebody else who's out on a lap, and we're out with Maverick. Maverick's getting a nice tow there. Into the left-hander he goes. Harry puts in a 1:14.336. So Harry puts it out there, and immediately Gaz gets a 1:13.8. So he did continue on with that lap, even though he hit the gravel. And Maverick is just about to put a 1:13.2 in. So Maverick puts it in provisional pole with that 1:13.2. Nice lap by Maverick, and thanks for the wiggle, sir. On with Mr. Twist. In the Aston. Coming over the line now. This looks quite good. P2 for Mr. Twist. 1:13.579. Good lap, sir. Well done. On board for Ribs. He's also driving the Aston Martin, so let's see what Ribs has got. Oh, he gets that right-hander very nicely. Slams on the brakes into the left-hander. Up the hill he will go, and he'll use some ERS up the hill, which should be the right thing to do, but he doesn't. Beautifully round that right-hander into the DRS zone. 30% of that battery is left into that very tight left-hander. Keeps it very smooth. This is looking like a very, very respectable lap here. P6 for Ribs, 1:13.822. Nice lap, sir. On Mamazza. Driving the Haas, and off he goes. Went to see Coldplay in London last Wednesday, but we are now back. And it's not a Wednesday without a race. Absolutely. Really nice to have you here tonight, Brody. Enjoy. I'm sure Coldplay were absolutely awesome. Did you ever look up that video of me playing? Into the left-hander they go. Oh, he's very fast round that corner. Mazza is flying. This could have a P1 all over it if he can keep it steady. Beautifully round that right-hander. Onto the throttle nice and easily. Takes all of the line. This is fast. This is very fast. This is P1 fast. Oh, P2, 1:13.438 for Mazza in the Haas car. Great, sir. Well done. On with Labrat. Driving the Racing Bull this evening. Just finishing off his lap. Oh, belter. Absolute belter lap there for Labrat in the Racing Bull. He puts it in provisional pole with a 1:13.061. Let's ride on board with Ben Wally. Mischief puts in a 1:14.250, and that puts Mischief into 13th position. Go Box in a 1:14.021 in the Williams as well. Leon puts a 1:13.858 in, and that gets him an 11th position. And Ken Boy a 1:13.845 in 10th. Up the hill Ben goes. Right, okay, no worries. B-E-A-L-E. Beale Street Boogie Band. B-E-A-L-E. That's the name after a street. On the Ben. That's only enough to get Ben a 15th position. IB29, good evening, sir. Nice to see you. LB29X. What about ye? On the low pro. Yep, that's how you spell it. B-E-A-L-E, then Boogie, then Band. And it'll be a picture of Eamon Holmes on the front cover. Nice lap there, but only gets him 16th position. So Kelly Kidd is out on his first lap this evening, 8 minutes to go, and this is your league leader at the moment. He's just doing the final preparations, and he's getting the tyres warmed up, and he is getting himself absolutely and utterly settled down, and he will be aiming for a 1:12.8. That's my prediction. 1:12.8 for Kelly Kidd. Don't let me down, Kelly. He's just letting that Ferrari through, and then he's going to go. No worries. Enjoy. Nice stuff on the right-hand side there, giving him plenty of space. Didn't deter his lap whatsoever. Oh, Kelly gets a bit squirrely on the front. He'll have lost a couple of tenths there. Into the right-hander he goes. Nicely up the gears. Not staying in those gears too long. Adjusting the ERS and getting the revs up, and Kelly is absolutely knocking it out here. Not too sure if it's going to be a 112, but I think it might put him in P2 or P3. Let's just see. Probably P1, knowing him. P2, 113.2 for Kelly. So Labrat still holding that P1 position provisionally. Using battery round turning is very risky. Yep, absolutely, it's risky. No doubt about it, sir. On with Mr. Twist, and he's trying to better that 113.5. So let's see what he is doing. He is 1/10 up at the moment, and that should be enough to get him into 8th position. Let's see how he gets on in Sector 2. Can he improve that? Can he knock Ken Boy out of 8th position and even Black Box in 7th? Let's see what Mr. Twist can do in this beautiful Aston Martin this evening. Oh, absolutely sends it round that corner. Oh, very late on the brakes there. That's beautiful. Wow! 113.2 improves by nearly 3/10, and that puts Mr. Twist in P5. Brilliant lap, sir. Well done. Really glad I was on board with that one. On with Mischief. Three minutes 50 to go. It's the DRS. He's jumping into the pits for one last try. Hope he's got time. GoBox does a 114. Look at Coops. Coops just put in a sneaky 113.089 there while I wasn't watching, and he's out there and he's going to try and improve on it. So let's stay on board for Coops. No, he's going to jump into the pits. On Mamaza. Sector 1. Up the hill he goes. This could put him in the 112s. This is a P1 pole, I think. This could very much be P1. Called it spot on, and P1 it is. Mazamak puts in a 112.896, and he puts it right up there. Well done, Maza. Absolutely fabulous lap. Kelly Kidd's in P4. He's just 100th up at the moment. He's only 18% of the battery left, so it just might be enough. Just might be enough to put him in P3. Let's see. Oh, he loses it. Still manages P4. Kelly will be cross with himself. Was that a little rage wobble? Give us a wobble, Kelly. On the black box. Black box is nearly 2/10 up. So this could be putting black box possibly in the P4 or P5 or P6. Sorry, P6 I would say. Just absolutely guessing that. Whoa, somebody just backed off the track on time. Off he goes. Oh, P4. Absolutely fabulous lap there. P4 for black box in the Alpine. Kelly Kidd's not happy, so he's out again. Leon's finished. Has Kelly time to stick another lap in? It looks like he does. A 1:13.2. Oh, my mischief. Mischief in 10th position. And that looks about it. I don't think there's going to be much more happening now. So that's the end of your quali. And a fabulous P1 position for Mazamak in the Haas at a 1:12.896. Only two people in the 112s, and that's Maz and Labrat in P2, a 1:12.941. Two exceptional laps. Coops in third position in the Alpine. Black Box in the Racing Bull, fourth. Sheepers fifth. Kelly Kidd only managed to sixth. Maverick retired early in a seventh in the McLaren. Go on, Coops. You're absolutely right, Sneaky. He's been practicing. Mr. Twist in the Aston Martin was in the eighth there. So there you have it. Very, very quickly. I'll just run down them. Mazza 1, Labrat 2, Coops 3, Black Box 4, Sheepers 5, Kelly Kid 6, Maverick 7, Mr. Twist 8th, Ken Boy is in 9th, Mischief 10th, Gaz 11th, Ribs 12th. Last week's winner is Leon, Basic Beetle 13th, Harry in 14th, Go Bucks 15th, Ben Wally could only stretch a 16th this evening, and Low Pro in 17th there in the Kicksaba. Absolutely a fabulous quali for those two lads in the 112s. Take a bow and congratulate yourselves. As always, look at those times, Nicky. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely amazing. But as always, the guys are going to take a little break now, and I'll just play the national anthem for you, and then we'll get back to the formation lap and get started in this race later on.
To the track, man. Yeah, boy. We're actually going to walk across the track.
So it's that time of the evening where the guys get very nervous and they're just frantically trying to get their setups in the right order. Remember, this is a 3 soft compound tire, sorry, 3 tires, the dry tires. It's a soft, it's a medium, and it's a hard tire, all to be used this evening. So quite a difficult task for the lads tonight, and one that they've got to get absolutely 100% right to be able to win this race. Absolutely very little between them. Hey, Chris Poole. That was mint, mate. Oh, you're very welcome. Glad you enjoyed it. And here comes the formation lap. Let's have a look at those tires. There you go. A lot of them are out on the soft. They want to get rid of those softs first. Okay, a little bit of history and a bit of information about your track this evening. We're in Barcelona in Spain, in Catalonia. This race has been going since 1991. It's got 14 corners and it's 4.6 kilometers long. Max Verstappen currently holds the fastest lap here. There's two DRS zones. One of them is 86 metres before turn 9 and the other one is 57 metres before turn 16. That's the best overtaking spot at the end of that straight. Turn 1 is also a fantastic spot for a takeover, and so's turn 3 and turn 10. The pit stop lost time this evening is in and around 22.2 seconds, and that includes your 2.5 seconds stationary time while the pits get the tyres on. Safety car probability this evening is quite low at 38%, and it is a virtual safety car probability of 25% this evening. Chris Poole is watching this on his 65-inch television. I hope you have the soundbar turned up and you are absolutely loving it, Chris. Hope you enjoy. This should be a very tight race. There was very, very little between P1 and P17. And there you have 4 guys disqualified for some reason, and they are all on the naughty step. They must have touched, they must have done something, and they must have just completely interrupted their lap, and they've ended up on cold tyres on the grid. So not an ideal situation for Ribs, Basic Beetle, Harry and GoBox, whatever happened there. So the scene is set. You've got the tyres. All I am interested in is in who gets away, and I'm going to try and concentrate. Don't rule the bro out. Definitely not. I am rooting for Coops. I'd love to see Coops do well here tonight. Absolutely brilliant to have him back. Sneaky, how do, bro? Chris Poole saying hello. And we've got a start to the Spanish Grand Prix. It's Revolt Racing League on a Wednesday night, and they're off and they're running round Barcelona this evening. And let's see what they've got round the first corner. Mazza has kept first position, and everybody seems to have got round the first corner very well. Low Pro gets a poor start, but that does not matter. It's a long race, and there is a kick of Kelly Kidd making a very early start to this race. He's got himself up into P5, and already there's moves being made. There's your position changes after half a lap. Mr. Twist and Ken Boys up 2, Black Box is up 1, Gaz is up 2, Ribs is up 1, and Basic Beetle's up 1, Ben Wally up 1. Everybody else fairly stagnant. Sheepers is down 3 and Mischief down 3, so not the best start for them. Taking them all round this corner, it all looks pretty clean. There's an outside move being made there. I'm just going to let them settle down, and then I'm going to start getting onto the battles individually. On board with Mr. Harry. He's driving the Ferrari. Can he make a move here? He's pushing 82% of the battery. He needs it squeezed hard. He's going to try the inside move, into this right-hander. This could be bad. He has to back off ever so slightly. Very nice bit of racing from Harry. Gives the Ferrari lots of room and lets him go. What a really good clean start to this race. On board with Mazza, and Mazza has pulled away by 1.4 seconds in the early stages of this race. Labrat is 1.3 now behind him, and Black Box is right on the back of a Labrat, and I'm going to see if Black Box can make a move here. Into the left-hander they go. He needs to get really, really tight to the back of that car to get a DRS move. I'm not sure he's close enough, so he's just going to have to nurse it down behind him. 1:16.581 for Mazamak, fastest lap of the race. This is going to be a dive. It's a perfectly good dive, but he turns out of it. Mature move there. So Mazamak has got his own way. He's got a 1.4 second lead over Labrat in second place in the Racing Bull. In third place, we've got Black Box in the Racing Bull. So the Racing Bulls have track position here, and if those two guys have got any sense, they'll make that track as narrow as possible and make those cars as big as possible, and they will try and keep Coops and Kelly Kidd behind him. Coops in P4, Kelly Kidd P5, and Mr. Twist P6 with Hemboy in P7, and they're all in the DRS zone behind them. Sheepers is right in there in the Ferrari in P8, and Maverick in the McLaren in P9. Ribs right in there in that Aston Martin P10, and Leon is in the Red Bull, and he's right on the DRS zone as well. Mischief in there also in P12 in the Williams, and the Ferrari of Mr. Harry is right in 13. Go Box 14, and a little bit of a space to Low Pro there in 15th. He's got a lot of work to do. Ben Wally is in 16th position, and he has had a really, really bad start to this race, and Gaz C7, for whatever reason, has retired. Back on with the leader. Every lap, he's improving. So remember, these guys have got to use tyres, so tyres are something that I'm going to have to really focus on, so I'm going to keep them up. So Chris Poole, you're welcome, Shapers, to my setup. So Shapers is riding on a setup supplied by Chris Poole, 1808 this evening. He's in the chat and he's giving it loads. But just look what's happened. I think Mazza has made a very slight mistake, and he has let Labrat back on into the DRS zone, and now we have got a DRS race at the front of the grid. Kelly Kidd P4. Can Kelly make a move? He's going to try it. No, he's not. He's just settling in. Just pulls over slightly to the right there, and he says to Black Box, have a look in your mirror. You've got a bogey green car behind you, and I'm going to take you. Coops P5 sitting in very, very nicely there on P5. Ken Boy and P6. And just look at that move by the Ferrari. Sheepers takes an inside move, and he makes it work, and he just takes Maverick out, and he takes P8 in that lovely Ferrari. Basic Beetle now in P9, and Basic starting to make a move, and he is getting himself into the race big time. This is your last week's leader. We're on board with him, but that Aston Martin just next to position, and Basic Beetle just has to absolutely sit back and watch this all happening. Everybody is fighting furiously for track position in the first 6 laps of this race in Spain. On the go box. Who's going to start the pit train? I'll tell you who's going to start it. Labrat's going to start it. If Labrat has any sense, he'll do it. Oh, there's somebody in already. Mazamak has decided to go in. Basic Beetle's decided to go in. Harry's decided to go in. So there they go. Are they going to go on to the hards, or are they going to go on to the mediums? I would say hards. I'll just keep that tyre situation up, and you can all really, really have a good look at that. So you've got the intervals and all the rest of it. But look at this. We are now starting to carry penalties. Labrat, 3 seconds. Sheepers, 6. Sheepers, that is really going to cost you at the end of this race. Maverick, 3 seconds. Go Bucks, 3 seconds. Absolutely, absolutely, that will cost you, because this is going to be a close race to the end, and penalties will play a big part of the final grid positions. So back to the tyres. Oh, Jackal, where have you been, sir? I've been missing your one-stop strategies. Get back in here, buddy. Did you just take a break from the racing for a while? Have you been on holiday? Let me know how you are. Good to see you on board anyway. There's a Williams going in now, so the pits are all starting to get very, very busy. Let's see if I can pick out a bit of a scrap on the Maverick. Oh, look at the Aston burling. That Aston of Mr. Twist took a burl. He rescued it, but he's got down into P8 there. And Maverick's now up to P6. Maverick's having a great race so far. Just look at Ribs. Ribs wants that P6 position off Maverick, and Ribs is not going to settle till he gets it. He's got lots of battery, and he's going to save himself for the DRS, so let's see if he can get close enough to the gearbox. This is a very, very important part of the track here. You've got to absolutely stalk the tail end of that car. Totally understand, Jekyll. Good luck with your new setup. Inside move by the Aston Martin, takes out the McLaren and does it beautifully. Absolutely beautiful, well-timed corner, and not very much ERS used to make that move, so he saved a lot of battery. But look at that McLaren on the inside. That McLaren is wanting a bit of this. Maverick's having a go. Go on, Maverick, let's see ya. Oh, absolutely. Maverick says no. Ribs, you better try a wee bit harder than that. And there goes Ribs again. Absolutely amazing stuff going on between Ribs and Maverick here. And look at them, they're still battling. And right behind them, it's GoBox. And GoBox is saying, you two knock yourselves out. And I'll tell you what, I'm just going to wait for you to make a mistake, and then I'm going to fly past. And that blue arrow is just going to make you look stupid. Totally agree with you, Chris. Ribs is definitely bad on the traction there. Don't know what's happening. Some people out there on 7-lap-old softs. I think I'd have got off those softs a wee bit earlier. But Kelly Kidd wants track position, and he has got track position. He's right out there, and he is 2.5 seconds ahead at the moment. In second place, you've got Coops in the Alpine. In third, GoBox. He's on the 8-lap medium tyres. Sheepers. Ribs is into the pits. Sheepers is in the pits. Maverick's in the pits. And it's all happening out there now. So Kelly Kidd is the one to watch at the moment. And I would fully expect Kelly Kidd to pit right after this last lap. On the Labrat. He's trying to make a move here on Black Box. These two racing bulls working together as a team. They will pull each other along and they will track down Low Pro. Brilliant, Jackal. Really looking forward to you getting back, buddy. On the basic Beetle. Last week's winner. And he's just hit the DRS zone, and he's got DRS, but he's going to wait to the start and finish grid. Not really much point in doing it there, because you're just leaving yourself wide open for Sheepers to make the move back. Oh, there's been a caution. What's happened? Oh, it looks like there's been a wee bit of a problem here with Ben Wally. Ben's limping. Mr. Twist is limping. Have there been a come together? No damage there. And no damage there. I can see no damage. So I don't know exactly what happened. I missed that one. But that has given people a great opportunity to get right into those pits and get the tyre changes done on their safety car or virtual safety car, or just probably a yellow flag at the moment. It's a safety car. And you know what safety cars mean. It means Gavin gets a cup of coffee and Gavin gets a cigarette. So I'm just going to leave it on this beautiful broadcast mode for you all to watch, and I will be back with you in just 2 seconds. Chris, keep that 65-inch TV turned right up there, buddy, and you give it loads. I'll be back, and I'll see you all very shortly. And Jackal, you too, and you, Brody. That's me back on board. Looks like Jackal probably will be out for the season, but he is definitely prepping for another new season with Revolt Racing League with his new absolutely state-of-the-art rig, and looking forward to getting some photographs of that Jackal whenever it all arrives. I love looking at people's setups. What happened to Mark? Did he say hello to the wall again? I don't know. I don't know what happened. What I do know is the safety car probability has become real, and Kelly Kidd has had a change of tyres, and he is now in the P1 at the moment, and he is in the medium tyre compound with Black Box, Labrat, Go Box, Mazda all behind him, and he's backing them all up, and it looks like they're going, and they're off, and Kelly Kidd's away, and he's away fast. Look at the back, all fighting for position, trying to get each other out of those slipstreams. The back markers are having a scrap here, and look at that Haas. That Haas absolutely does a fabulous move, and Ben Wally has just really tried so hard there to make positions, and he's going to have to protect himself here because that Ferrari is on his left-hand side. And I can tell you, Harry is pushing into the inside. Harry goes, and Harry does it lovely. But Ben Wally is absolutely saying, no, Harry, I'm going to take you all the way up this hill, and I'm going to see what bottle you have. And they're side by side going up the hill, and Ben tucks in behind the Ferrari and has to let Harry go. Unbelievable stuff here at Spain. Unbelievable, guys. Sheepers in 7th. Three-second penalty for Coops. Can Sheepers make the move here? He's trying the inside move on that Red Bull of Ken Boy. Or sorry, that... Oh, I got it mixed up there. Oh, that Red Bull is Basic Beetle, and that's Leon, and Leon's fighting very hard, but that Alpine takes him in the inside, and Basic Beetle has to just sit in and then form an orderly queue behind these drivers. What a scrap. Oh, look at the outside move here. Oh, go on, Leon. Give her loads, son. Give her loads. He's trying hard, but he has to tuck in behind in the hill. What a move. Sheepers is absolutely right, and they have to just pull over there. And there was a guy, I don't know who it was, just lost out on there because the aggression here between these drivers is furious. Absolutely amazing stuff to watch. I hope all the viewers this evening are watching a very, very, very tight race here in Catalonia in Spain. On the ribs. Kelly Kidd puts in a 1:16, and he's extended the lead now by 8 tenths. But Black Box is right there, and Black Box is not going to let him go. On the Maverick. Maverick's trying hard, and Maverick's trying to get that inside line. He's tracing down the Williams of Mischief. On the Go Box. Black Box and Kelly Kidd have broken out of the DRS zone of Labrat. So Labrat's going to have to make a move on. He's going to try and get in there, but I'll tell you what, these two guys will pull away if he doesn't pull it in very quickly. On the Kelly Kidd. Look at the gap that Kelly's starting to pull away. Nearly 1 second. He's nearly in that absolute diamond zone. 1:16.173 he posts Fastest lap for Kelly Kidd of the race so far. 5-lap old medium tyres. And Kelly Kidd, I don't know where he gets his strength in that right foot, but I'll tell you what, he could beat a donkey out of a sandpit with the power in that right foot on his accelerator. On McCain boy. Ribs is trying another move. So such close racing here. Oh, that Alpine's trying. Coops is trying. Goes for the inside, tries a switchback type of a move there. Just staying right on the tail. And I think Coops is in a lovely position, maybe to make a move. He's got battery to do it. But he's going to be up against a very defensive Basic Beetle. Leon's got DRS as well. And it's a drag race down to this right-hander. Can't make it happen. Black Box doing a brilliant job there, still keeping in tow with Kelly Kidd in P1. Black Box is P2. In P3, you've got GoBucks in that Williams, but right behind him, you've got Labrat, and he's fighting furiously on the 8-lap old hards. So Labrat's gone for soft, hard, medium. Ken boy. Look at that DRS train down that straight. Unbelievable stuff there. Everybody flat to the mat. 213 miles per hour before they'd stick the brakes on into that right-hander. And the Aston Martin tried something there. Let's just go on with Ribs. He's trying again. He's going to try the inside move this time. Let's see if he can make it happen. He's trying so hard, but he's just running out of space. On McKelly Kidd, I'm going to run down the drivers in their current positions right now at this moment in time. Let's have a look at the stops. There's your stops. Everybody's had one stop apart from Ben, Wally and Harry. They've both had 2 stops. But right now, Kelly Kidd has got nearly a 3-second lead, and he could sing Kumbaya as he's driving along here like a Sunday driver, and he just might call in for a KFC. 2 large, absolutely loaded chicken burgers, and he could stop, eat them and keep going. This guy is flying. Black Box, P2 in the Racing Bull. P3, the 2 Racing Bulls together, Labrat. In P4 is Sheepers. Mazamak right there in the Haas, but he has Ken Boy in the Alpine chasing him down furiously. Then you've got Basic Beetle in the Red Bull in P7. Coops right there in P8 in the Alpine, and look at that Ribs guy. He is trying furiously in the Aston Martin to make up positions, but he's really struggling to get those moves made here in Spain. Mischief 10 in the Williams, and right behind him is Maverick in the McLaren. Mr. Twist is a wee bit further back and has just made a mistake in the Aston Martin, and he gets it very squirrely there, losing a lot of traction, and I think Mr. Harry's going to take him out. Basic Beetle gets a 3-second penalty. Yeah, Chris, I reckon they will be fast on the hards. But Harry's trying very, very hard to make a move on this Mr. Twist, and Mr. Twist is definitely struggling for traction here. I think we're going to see an overtake here. He needs to get right onto the gearbox, and he's just about where it needs to be. Hits the DRS, he's using the ERS now, and Mr. Twist tries to make a move, but in the inside comes the Ferrari under DRS and makes the inside move and makes it nicely, and Ribs just has to sit in behind there. Mr. Twist, is in 13th position, fighting away there. Ben Wally coming up behind, and he's now wanting a bit of the fun. In 15th, you've got Low Pro, and in 16th, you've got Go Box. Three-second penalty for Low Pro. On the Coops. Coops has got this. Into the inside he goes. Says goodbye to the Red Bull. Basic Beetle has to just say, see ya. Look at Aston Martin. Ribs goes up the inside. Can he make it stick? Yes, he can. Ribs takes two moves there as well, and he gets himself up at the 8th position. So Basic Beetle lost 2 positions there on 2 corners. Just for your information, Chris, I have to run this at quite a low resolution, so your picture will not be as good as I would like it to be. And there goes Coops into the pits. A lot of pit stops now. Once I get home in October, I'm on to the super fast, and oh, there's a touchy-feely going on there between the Ferrari of Harry and the Mr. Twist in the Aston Martin, and he just loses out there and lets Ben Wally through into P7.5, and Ben is going really well. Yeah, it might be good, but it'll be so much better because I can turn both the bit rate up and I can turn the resolution up. And it'll be a much better watch once I get home. I'm still in the holiday home. Oh, Ben gets a 3-second penalty. But still right now, the 2 top drivers are penalty free. Let's go on with Mr. Harry. He's fighting. He wants that position back. Go on, Harry. DRS zone activated. He's going to have the DRS down the straight here. So let's just see if Harry can get into that comfort zone, and that comfort zone is right on the tail of Ben Wally to make the move down the straight. Can he do it? Oh, he gets squirrely there, just a wee bit too much of the throttle. I'm not quite on the deck there. Ferrari gets a lot of pace down that straight, but not enough pace to pass Ben Wally. Ben Wally has himself in P3 or P5 now, but look at Go Box. Yeah, Harry's tyres are dead. Absolutely sure we're going to see Harry in the pits. Black box gone for the undercut. Yep. Despite his tyres being dead, he's still hanging in there beautifully behind Ben Wally. So will we see Harry? Oh, Harry's done it. Harry's done the spin. Caught on camera, and Harry has lost a pile of positions there. He enters the track nice and safely, and he's back, but he's definitely going to have to get into the pits right now. Let's see if he goes in. He's got to go in. And he does. On the black box. Fastest laps, Coops 1:15.241 on the medium tyres. So Coops is on a roll. But he's back in 13th position, and those penalties are really starting to chalk up. Look at them. Kelly Kidd is the only one at the moment penalty free apart from Black Box in the top 8. Then you've got Ken Boy and Mischief all running penalty free. Mr. Twist and Harry all running penalty free. There's your position changes. Go Box is up 10. Ben Wally's up 10. But they're both carrying penalties, and Kelly Kidd and Labrat are both in the pits now, and it'll be very interesting to see where they come out. So Kelly's away. Is Kelly Kidd going to get taken here? I think he's going to come out in P1. He is. But Black Box is right in there now. Three seconds behind. Back on with the tyres. Ben Wally might be in fifth, but he's going to have to make another tyre change. Let's go on with Sheepers. Sheepers is trying very hard to take Ben Wally. 3-lap Old Hards versus 13-lap Old Hards. This is a no-brainer, and the Ferrari's going to take Ben out. Go on, Sheepers. This is your chance right now. Get it done early, because Ben won't have the pace to take you again. Up the inside he goes, and he makes it stick. Oh, side by side round the corner they go, but the Ferrari takes it. And he's going to be away. Ben will not be able to defend that. I tell you what, the one to watch here is Black Box. Black Box is reeling Kelly in. 3-lap Old Hards versus 1-lap Old Hards. So it's the old story, 2.3 seconds, and he's gaining, but Labrat is on the medium tyres, 1-lap Old medium tyres, 8 laps to go, and I'll tell you what, those mediums just might be enough. Excuse me. Yeah, you did, Chris. But there's a yellow flag. What has happened? Can I find anything out here? Harry's gone into the pits. And Harry has lost a nameplate, so Harry needs to get a new wing. And I have got a feeling this might be a safety car. Ribs gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under a virtual safety car. So it's just a virtual safety car, and the virtual safety car has disappeared. Black Box is right there now. In P3, you've got Labrat. Go Boxes in P4. Mazamak P5. Sheepers P6. Ken Boy P7 in the Alpine. Mischief has got himself up into P8 in the Williams, and the Alpine of Coops sitting nicely in P9. Leon, Basic Beetle in the Red Bull, P10. Maverick 11, Mr. Twist 12, Ben Wally in the Haas 13th, and Ribs is out of the race. Ribs is out of the race. And there's another caution. I'm sorry I missed the incident. It's very hard to stay on it all, but Mr. Twist gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Six laps to go. Labrat's right there. I haven't a clue, Chris. I thought it was a safety car, but the yellow flag has now gone, and it looks like the lads are racing. I wish the game would tell you whenever it's a safety car and just flag up exactly what's going on. But Labrat is right in there on those 3-lap-old medium compound tyres, and he's chasing hard against Black Box. But Black Box 1.3 seconds now behind Kelly. So that's a ghosting car. So that's a Ferrari, I think. Or no, it wasn't. On with Sheepers. I think that's Mr. Harry's car ghosting. Let's just go down to Mr. Harry. Let's see. Is that Ferrari ghosting? Yeah, it is. I'm going to see if I can get him an invite back. Harry, if you're listening, I just sent you another invite just in case you've glitched out. So the two Racing Bulls are really tracking Kelly down here, and they really should work together as a team. Labrat and Black Box have got it in their hands, but Kelly Kid is penalty free, and let's just look at those penalties. Look for yourself. 3 and 6. So Kelly Kid, all he needs to do is just stay 3 seconds ahead or 3 seconds behind, and he's got the win here no matter what. But these guys don't like that. They want the track positions, and those two Racing Bulls have swapped position, and you can see how close they're now getting to Kelly Kid. But Kelly's doing a fantastic job just holding them off, keeping that 2-second gap. Quite a lot of separation on the track now, so just going to run down the drivers. Lap 29, 4 laps to go. In P1, you've got Kelly Kid in the kick. In P2, you've got Labrat 1.4 seconds behind Kelly Kid, with Black Box, his teammate, right behind him, with only a second between the two of them. So they are doing a dragging job to try and switch positions on the DRS zones to try and pull Kelly Kid in. And they're doing a fabulous job. They've got it down to under a second now. And these two are working together brilliantly to track down your league leader at the moment. And that is Kelly Kid. And Kelly Kid has got trouble on his hands here. Probably just changing positions with Black to try and get the toe. So one takes the front and the other one gets the battery built up, and they've done it well. They've got that second position. right and close now. And now Black Box and Labrat are now in the race. But let's see if Labrat has got enough to overtake Kelly and win by 3 seconds. I don't think he does. I can't see it. It will be a brilliant, brilliant job if he does. Let's have a look at the position changes. There you go. Go Box up 11 positions, but unfortunately he's carrying a penalty. Kelly Kidd is up 5. Basic Beetle up 4, and Ben Wally up 4, and Low Pro up 3 from their starting positions. But I'm on with Labrat, and he is really trying. Six-lap mediums versus 7-lap hards. 2 laps to go. Lap 31 of 33 here with Revolt Racing League on a Wednesday night. We're in Catalonia in Spain, and this is a drag race to the end. Kelly Kidd is penalty free and in the lead of this race. So even if Labrat or Black Box gets past him, Mazamak, he's trying. He's in the house. He wants that position off Sheepers. Now we've got ourselves a battle on track. Those 9-lap-old hards of Black Box are obviously starting to struggle, but those medium tires of Labrat are still alive, and he's still kicking. And he's kicking against the kick. Can he make the move? He's close enough to do it. He's going for it, and he's going to try. Oh, Labrat really backs off there. He thinks better off it. Sticks it back into harvesting mode. He's going to build that battery up for a final showdown against Kelly Kidd on the last couple of laps here. What a final end to this race in lap 32. Yeah, he's got it in the bag, Brodie. Definitely does. Absolutely in the bag. Doesn't matter if he gets overtaken or not. He'll just tuck in behind him. He's got the win, but Kelly will not want the win behind somebody. He'll want to win it on track. But just look at Labrat. He's got the drag this time, and he's going to make it work on the outside. Yes, he makes it work. But he will not disappear by 3 seconds. Absolutely no chance. Not against Kelly Kidd. Not a chance at all. So Kelly Kidd is just going to sit in there, and he just might have one more go by the end of the race, just for pride. But all he wants is the race win, and right now he has got the race win. But on track, Labrat in P1. Right behind him, your race winner, unless he makes a really bad mistake, is Kelly Kidd in the kick. In third at the moment on track is Black Box. He sits in P3, and that should be secure enough. Go Box in P4, but let's have a look at these penalties now, because there will definitely be some changes. 6, 6 and 3, so there will be changeovers as they go over the line. I'm talking about over the line. I'm just going to welcome Labrat home. On board with Labrat, he is your race winner on track. But unfortunately, he will have to forgo that race win to Kelly Kidd. Kelly Kidd P1, Labrat P2, Black Box P3. Looks like Go Box is going to get a P4 here. Yes, Sheepers in P5 in the Ferrari. Oh, he loses it to Go Box. And Ken Boy in the Alpine in P6. Then you've got Mazamak in the Haas in P7. A really good 8th position for Mischief in the Williams. Then you've got 8th position of Mazza, and then we've got Maverick. Hoops only manages a P13. That's unfortunate. Low Pro still out on the track in the kick in P14, and Harry in P15. But I think Harry was ghosting. What a brilliant race. Absolutely and utterly brilliant race. Very, very much enjoyed that. So here we go, onto the podium. And there it is, there's the duck walk. Nice to see the two. I think driver of the day has to be Kelly Kidd. In all honesty, he gained 5 places. He didn't make any penalties, and he won the race. So I'm going to have to give driver of the day to Kelly Kidd. Everybody else sort of really had a lot of penalties. There were a couple of guys in the middle had a really good race, but he won the race. He gained 5 positions, and it's very hard not to give driver of the day to Kelly Kidd. Kelly Kidd gets fastest lap, he gets the race win. Mazamak gets the fastest lap. GoBox gets driver of the day. Yeah, sort of yeah. Got a penalty though. Most overtakes was Ben Wally, and Kelly Kidd gets the cleanest driver. And I'm just going to go to the race director and go through the incidents just for the guys to have a look through. Let's see if I get through them all. Just about got there. Yes, I did. So they can flick through those if they need them for their decisions or any tickets that have been put in. But in general, quite a clean race. Absolutely. Very, very clean. Really, really good fun to watch. Thank you very much, Chris Poole, for your company. Thank you very much, Brody, for your company as always. Really nice to see Jackal back in the chat, and also Sneaky Loser. I think Sneaky Loser probably fell asleep in his hotel room. He's working in London, I think, at the moment. But a fabulous race, and as always, getting very close to the end of the season here in Revolt Racing League on a Wednesday night. I've been Gavin Bass, and I always finish my streams thanking everybody, as in the league owners, the stewards, and the administrators, all working behind the scenes to make this a great platform for all you guys to have a bit of fun on a Wednesday night. If there's any gripes or any tickets flying, keep it mature, keep it off Discord, just put your tickets in and take your medicine. Nothing was meant, nothing was done in any sort of a bad way. So absolutely fabulous night here, and a great advert for Revolt Racing League. I've been Gavin Bass. Thanks all again for your company on Twitch, and I'll see you all next Wednesday night for our next race with Revolt Racing League. On that note, have a great week. Cheers.
Gavin Bass one on the microphone. The energy is high, feel the vibe in the zone. Engines roar as the lights go down. Racers ready, it's a battle for the crown. Who will rise? Who will stand tall? On the top step, they'll answer the call. With hearts racing and spirits ignited, the champion's moment is finally sighted. Adrenaline pumping, the crowd is alive. Speeding through corners, they take the dive. Every lap counts, the stakes are set. In this game of skill, there's no room for regret. Listen closely, hear the engine scream. Chasing glory, living the dream. the thrill as the tires grip tight. Under the stars, everything feels right.